Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we have a list of top 10 anime where a loser main character turns powerful as hell. If you enjoy the video, don't forget to leave a like, and if you are new, please subscribe to our channel. So without any further delay, let's begin. Number 10. Izetta, the Last Witch. The time is pre-World War II and the setting is a European-like imaginary world. A large-scale war erupts and bloody battles are taking place throughout the world. Elstead is a small country that lacks a strong military force and natural resources. Fine, who is the crowned queen of Elstead, decides to use a secret weapon against larger countries. In a time where battling against larger countries was unthinkable, the secret weapon is a witch named Izetta, who uses her magical force to fight. The young witch Izetta is the last survivor of her kind and is notable for her burning red hair. Number 9. Dragon Drive. Reiji Ozora is a quitter. He can never find the motivation to finish anything and loses interest at the drop of a hat. This all changes when his best friend Maiko introduces him to the new game Dragon Drive. In a virtual reality game, each player is assigned a dragon tailored to match their personality and strength. Reiji hopes for a big, strong, scary beast, but instead he's stuck with Chibi, a cute, friendly-looking dragon smaller than he is. How disappointing. Except it turns out that Chibi is the rarest dragon of them all. Reiji finally discovers something he can remain interested in and works hard to train both himself and his newfound friend. Number 7. Kaze no Stigma. Kazuma Yagami is a user of Fujitsu, the ability to control the wind. He returns to his old home, the noble Kaneki household, after being banished 4 years ago for his inability to control fire and his subsequent defeat in a duel at the hands of his younger cousin Ayano Kanagi. Returning after such a brutal exile already given rise to many conflicts, but to make matters worse, several Kanagi family members have recently been murdered with Fujitsu. This leads the Kanagi family, including the hot-headed Ayano, to suspect Kazuma as the culprit. Now, Kazuma must not only clear his name, but also aid the family he shares a mutual hatred with, in order to discover the true identity of the killer. Number 7. Inuyashiki. Ichiro Inuyashiki is a 58-year-old family man who is going through a difficult time in his life. However, his life takes a turn for the worse when a follow-up physical examination reveals that Ichiro has stomach cancer and only 3 months to live. Running off into a nearby field, Ichiro embraces his dog and weeps until he notices a strange figure standing before him. Suddenly, a bright light appears and Ichiro is enveloped by smoke and dust. When he comes to, he discovers something is amiss. He has been reborn as a mechanized weapon wearing the skin of his former self. Though initially shocked, the compassionate Ichiro immediately uses his newfound powers to save a life, an act of kindness that fills him with happiness and newfound hope. Number 6. The Law of Yuiki. Kosuke Yuiki, a student of the Hinokuni Junior High School, is picked by a Celestial King candidate Koba-sen to participate in a competition where people battle out to become the Celestial King and only the strongest will prevail. Embodied with the ability to turn garbage into trees, Kosuke will be joining in the battle against other junior high school students in this selection. This sets the premise for the Earth-friendly battle where the students will pit their powers against the rest, with the reward of the blank talent given motive for students to win. Number 5. Kabaneri of the Iron Fortress. At a time when the Industrial Revolution was carrying the world into the modern age, a horde of undead monsters suddenly appeared. They could not be killed unless their hearts, which were protected by the layer of iron, were pierced. These undead, which would later be known as Kabane, exploded in a population until they finally overran the world. The people of Hinomoto built fortresses known as stations that have allowed them to survive the threat of the Kabane. Our protagonist Ikoma is a young steamsmith living in Aragane Station, working on developing a unique anti-Kabane weapon called a piercing gun. Number 4. Berserk. Spurred by the flame raging in his heart, the Black Swordsman Guts continues his seemingly endless quest for revenge. Standing in his path are heinous outlaws, delusional evil spirits, and a devout child of God. Even as it chips away at his life, Guts continues to fight his enemies who wield repulsive and inhumane power, with nary but his body and sword. His strength as a human, what lies at the end of his travels? The answer is shrouded in the night. Number 3. Akiba's Trip. Otaku siblings Tamatsu and Niwaga are shopping in Akihabara when it is overrun by the vampiric cosplaying monsters. These creatures, known as bugged ones, can possess anyone they bite and soon they begin causing mayhem across the city. As Tomatsu finds himself at the mercy of one of these creatures, he is rescued by the mysterious baseball bat-wielding Madome. Together, they fight through several more encounters with the bugged ones, but before long, Tamatsu is fatally wounded protecting Madome. With no other choice, she revives him as a high-level bugged one, just like her. Number 2. Beyond the Boundary. Mirai Kiriyama is the sole survivor of a clan of spirit world warriors with the power to employ their blood as weapons. As such, Mirai is tasked with hunting down and killing Yomu, creatures said to be the manifestations of negative human emotions. One day, while deep in thought on the school roof, Mirai comes across Akihito Kanbara, a rare half-breed of Yomu in human form. In a panicked state, she plunges her blood saber into him only to realize that he is an immortal being. From then on, the two form an impromptu friendship that revolves around Mirai constantly trying to kill Akihito in an effort to boost her own wavering confidence as a spirit world warrior. Eventually, Akihito also manages to convince her to join the literary club, which houses two other powerful spirit world warriors. As the group's bond strengthens, however, so does the tenacity of the Yomu around them. Their misadventures will soon turn into a fight for survival as the inevitable release of the most powerful Yomu beyond the boundary approaches. Number 1. Norogami. Yato is a minor deity and a self-proclaimed delivery god who dreams of having millions of worshippers. Without a single shrine dedicated to his name, however, his goals are far from being realized. He spends his days doing odd jobs for 5 yen, until his weapon partner becomes fed up with her useless master and deserts him. Just as things seems to be looking grim for the god, his fortune changes when a middle school girl, Hiyori Iki, supposedly saves Yato from a car accident, taking the hit for him. Remarkably, she survives, but the event has caused her soul to become loose and hence able to leave her body. Hiyori demands that Yato return her to normal, but upon learning that he needs a new partner to do so, reluctantly agrees to help him find one. And with Hiyori's help, Yato's luck may finally be turning around. That's it for today's video. I hope you like it and please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe the channel. If you are new, remember to hit the notification button for any more upcoming videos.